So welcome back to Favorite from Friday. For the first case for this week, we are going to France. I'm not even sure if we've ever covered France before. So if we haven't, I guess we are going to France. I know I definitely have obviously been in Europe before. This case apparently is a big deal over in France, and for good reason. Definitely know your thoughts are down below. Of course, the names of our killers, I'm gonna refer to them as like their first name, but I will try my best. But if I butcher in advance, I do apologize. I have been trying. So with that being said, I'm gonna quit my rambling, give what's publicly known, and let's get started. I'm gonna start with the father. Christophe Champenois was estimated to be born in 1979. I don't have a date of birth on either of our killers, but I do have a date of birth on the victims. So, Charlene Cotte, C-O-T-T-E, the reason why I chose this case, she apparently was born in 1986. They apparently meet when she's 15. And then they have a daughter together when she's 20, so like 5 years down the road. And then they have a son together named Bastien, who the story's about. He was born May 19th, 2008. Christophe, for whatever reason, was said to not have wanted Bastien. So I guess the daughter was getting treated good, but they was abusing Bastien. Because in a lot of these cases, they tend to single out like just the one kid. And I don't exactly have a motive. We don't have a reason publicly as to why they treated Bastien bad, but he did. Apparently, he would lock him up in cupboards and bound him so he couldn't escape. Of course, as you can imagine, there were reports made, and there are at least 12 known reports against the family regarding the abuse of Bastien. So on the fateful day of November 24th, 2011, apparently, Christophe would message a social worker, because apparently they were actively being investigated at times happened, that he was about to throw Christophe off the balcony and didn't care if he got 15 years. So pretty bold of him to assume that you can just kill your own child and only get 15 years. But apparently, I guess France's laws on murder over there are different, because over here in the States, they're trying to make sure your ass gets at least 25. So, apparently the said social worker was on vacation at the time and did not see this message until after the incident I'm about to tell you about, sadly. So then, Bastien, who apparently was like 3, I think, apparently he puts a classmate's drawing down the toilet, allegedly. And then, Christophe apparently reacts by putting him in the washer, turns on said washer, and then proceeds to go on the internet like nothing's wrong. Apparently Charlene, she's there, she's with the daughter, and they're just doing a puzzle. Again, like nothing's wrong. As you can imagine, Bastien obviously would die from this, but apparently he died from the spin cycle, not from drowning like you would think. So then, of course, Christophe apparently removes Bastien from the washing machine, and then allegedly says at least he won't bother us anymore, so that shows you he really didn't give a damn about this child. And then, of course, they call 911 saying that Bastien fell down the stairs. So then, of course, the police get there, police and ambulance get there, and they're like, why is this child wet if they found out upstairs? So then Christophe changes the story and basically saying, oh, well, I was giving him a bath and he must have drowned because of like the water that's coming out of his nose. So then a neighbor comes over, apparently to help before paramedics arrived, and Bastien was already limp, so that means he had been dead for like a good minute, essentially. Sister, bless her heart, but good on her, she was like, nah, this is what happened. They put him in the washing machine for being bad at school, and I'm sticking to that. And she never changes her story. And apparently, thanks to her, that's how we know apparently what actually happened. Christophe and Charlene are both arrested in charge of murder. Charlene, even though she did not physically put him in the washing machine, she was basically charged as like aiding and abetting in the murder. Apparently, Charlene was actually said to have, obviously, as you can imagine, his sister gets put in social services, like foster care, essentially. And then it said that Charlene actually had 7 kids, but only 2 with Christophe. So where the other 5 kids are at, it didn't say. Then we get to the trial, and Christophe's lawyer has the audacity to say that his client basically had a brain tumor. And of course, in 2015, Christophe gets sentenced to 30 years, but is eligible for parole after 20, and Charlene gets sentenced to 12 years. So I guess she gets a lighter sentence because she technically did not directly put him in the washer, but obviously she didn't stop it, so you going to jail. So yeah, definitely know what you think down below, because apparently that case caused a lot of outrage in France, and rightfully so. If anybody over there is from France by any chance, I know apparently I have some views from France, but also not a lot. Most of y'all are from the United States or apparently Canada. So hey, so yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this case. I cover fatal females 3 times per week. Subscribe for more fatal females, obviously. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing. and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions, I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid.